Yo, what's going on guys? HyperX here, and today I want to talk about Mario Kart, the future of Mario Kart, what is next for this series, more specifically some of the rumours surrounding Mario Kart 9 or 10 or depending on how you want to name it. The reason there's some confusion is of course because internally Nintendo actually view Mario Kart Live home circuit as Mario Kart 9, but I appreciate a lot of us probably don't deem that as a Mario Kart game in the conventional sense. So whether you want to call this Mario Kart 9, Mario Kart 10, or supposedly Mario Kart Crossroads, which could be the rumoured name for it, either way, we're talking about what is next because it's about time we get a new Mario Kart game. Of course, we had one on Switch when the Switch first came out, but that was a port from the Wii U version, so it wasn't technically speaking a new title, and Mario Kart is fantastic, I love it, and it's about time we get a new one. So let's talk about the details we have today, or at least the rumoured details. As is always the case, take it with a massive pinch of salt, because until Nintendo officially announced this, any of this could be false. But if you guys do enjoy this, a like would be super appreciated. What would you like to see in the future Mario Kart? Talk to me about courses, karts, characters. Who do you want to see? What do you want to see? I want to know. Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our future content. But to begin with, let's start at the top. So again, as mentioned, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to call it Mario Kart 9 because I'm talking about it mainly from the perspective of, say, like the big console releases. But whether you want to call it 9, 10, Crossroads is entirely up to you. When it comes to the next installment, there is a industry leaker, so to speak, that has a relatively good track record, Leaky Panda, and basically they spoke about some of the details that are supposedly going to make their way into the next Mario Kart installment. They're calling it Mario Kart 10/Crossroads, and supposedly this one of the sort of most notable features is that it's going to have a bigger crossover of characters from other IP, namely Star Fox, Pikmin, Legend of Zelda. I know of course we've already had Link in Mario Kart anyway, but they also said Kid Icarus, Splatoon, and many other IP. So in a very similar manner to how Smash Brothers brings so many characters together, sounds like the direction they want to be going is to sort of do that very same thing, but for the racing genre. Again, the actual leak or the tweet itself said that Mario and adjacent Nintendo IP will be present as usual. They said there will also supposedly be crossover IPs, not just sort of like the big main ones I mentioned, but even including things like Advance Wars, maybe Animal Crossing, ARMS, Balloon Fight, F-Zero, other things like that. Apparently, according to the leak, the only sort of non-Nintendo IP that is currently on the cards for a crossover is Rabbids. Of course, given the, the Rabbids title on Switch, that kind of makes sense. But again, I'm sure they could open this up for the future. You look at, of course, some of the collaborations they had in Smash Brothers. It wouldn't be surprising if they bring other characters into this to basically create the definitive party racing game. It's also worth noting on the crossover front, we're not just talking about characters. They said there will also be tracks and items also from those respective titles. So that is very, very exciting to hear. However, moving on from there, there's also going to be some gameplay changes as well. So some of the most notable ones they spoke about are no coins. So of course, coins are something that you you accumulate, you gather as you race around the track. And of course, the more you have, you do get a slight speed boost. So supposedly coins will not be present in the next one. They're also going to drop back to one item slot. So as opposed to, being able to bank two different items and then just sort of like throw them back to back, supposedly it'll be one. And the interesting thing is that within this one item slot, items will fall within either a big or a small category. Small items tend to be things like single shells, mushrooms, bananas, that sort of thing. Meanwhile, big items tend to be 3 shells, stars, some of the larger, more dominant items. However, there is also supposedly going to be some kind of upgrade mechanic whereby if you grab a small item and you go through a box again, you can then upgrade that item to a bigger one. So imagine if you get like 1 green shell and you drive through again, you can supposedly change that to 3 green shells, which is quite interesting. But of course, the shift back to single item boxes means you're going to have to be a lot more thoughtful with your item usage. And that, for the time being, is pretty much it. Again, keep in mind all of this stuff right now is, it is a leak, it is a rumor, so do of course take this with a pinch of salt, but it's not outside the realms of possibility when you consider, of course, Mario Kart being one of the definitive titles on Nintendo platforms, and given that Switch didn't technically speaking have its own Mario Kart, it was a ported one, then it is definitely about time we get a new Mario Kart. And also now that of course Smash Brothers has rounded up, and of course that that's their other big party collaborative title with different IPs, then it's safe to say that maybe attention might be switching to that. There are of course other big titles slated for this year. We of course have Zelda and other things like that, but with E3 going digital, it's one of those sort of things that maybe we'll hear about during the year. Maybe Nintendo will have a standalone Nintendo Direct and talk about some of their stuff. I feel like it's been a while since we've had like a big meaty Nintendo Direct. I want one of those ones where they drop big trailers and not just talk about some of the small upcoming titles. So yeah, hopefully we find out more later on this year. but for the time being, that's what we got. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think about some of these supposed new mechanics? Do you like them? Do you not? And of course, keep it locked, because once we do get official confirmation, I will keep you guys up to date. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to catch more from us, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our latest uploads. And if you want somewhere to hang out, play games, or chat all things from games to anime, food to fitness, consider joining the HyperX Gaming Discord.